Hi guys, and welcome back to Hilltop Farm. Today I just thought I'd give you an update on the seedlings, the seeds that we planted. I reckon it was about 12 days ago, something like that. But this is them. Now I'm going to start with these here. Can you see those? Yeah, those there. These were the snow peas. That were the Mr. Fothergill's brand that were out of date. When I actually rechecked, they were to be used by August last year. Now, on the strength of that, I put two seeds per container. Well, we've had a huge success rate with them. There's this one here that doesn't appear to have anything yet, but I'm not giving up. I mean, this is still very early days. But most of the others have actually got two in them, which is just marvellous. So very happy with the snow peas from the Mr. Fothergill's stuff. Now, if you remember, the other seeds all came from a company that I highly recommended, BLOGGIE seeds, and I talked about their great germination rate as well. And I still stand by that. I think BLOGGIE seeds, for me in this country and for our farm, definitely the way to go. Now, as you hopefully can see here, you know, we have got, what's that? These, oh that's right, these are the thyme and this lot are the chives. Now it might look to you in the camera like this one's not doing anything, but I can actually see the soil starting to lift, so they are coming up in there. So we've got our chives coming up, and as you can see, I won't even bother thinning these out. And the beauty of it is, do you remember how I had the toilet roll and I put the sheet of toilet paper in, and then I said, oh, it's easy, you just plant it. Well, it is easy because, for example, you come along here and I won't even thin it out. See, you just pick it up, you see that, and it holds together. I mean, it's wet, you wouldn't want to bounce it around, but you can pick it up, you just plant a hole, you bury that in the hole, and then you just leave it, and the cardboard and everything breaks down. As I say, I won't even bother thinning that out. And it's the same, and that's how these seeds that often say, you know, to sow direct, and often you can't because of where you want to put them, or you want to get them started. It's the wrong time of year perhaps. So you can do it this way, and then when they're strong enough, you can just sow that thing direct. It's the same as these. You just dig your hole. The worst thing you have to worry about is, see, things like this where the toilet roll is starting to come apart, but as long as you're careful, it's fine. Now, can you see the root system there? The roots already are pushing their way through. There's main roots here, okay, they're about to burst forth. See here? So the roots are not, can you see that? The roots are not impeded in the slightest by the toilet roll or the toilet paper. They just grow as normal. It's wonderful. Alright, so that's that tray. Pop that out the way. And I'll move this one across. Now, these were our sugar snaps from BLOGGIE seeds. And again, as you can see, the germination rate is fantastic. Even in the ones where you think there's only one, when you look, the second one is actually coming up. So I reckon we're going to get very close to 100% germination with these. Now, this lot here, that's all parsley. We only use Italian or flat leaf parsley here. We don't use the curly leaf. Well, that's not strictly true. We have one curly leaf plant, and I will occasionally use that if I'm garnishing something, because I think it's probably a nicer look if you've just got a sprig of that on top of something. But as far as taste and flavour goes, I think you can't beat the flat leaf or Italian continental, whatever you want to call it, parsley. That is the best. Okay, so that's what's coming up there. We've got marjoram there. I only planted one of those. I don't use it terribly often, so just having one little clump. And because this here, you know, this will grow into a decent sized clump once it's in the herb patch, so it's plenty. And these here are all coriander, or for, can you see those? Are they a bit off camera? There you go. For our American, and I'm not sure whether Canadian viewers are included, but they call it cilantro. Yes, here and in Europe, to my knowledge, it is called coriander. So, that's basically what you do. And anyone who has dealt with things like coriander in the past will tell you coriander, it can grow like wildfire in the right place, but it doesn't like being transplanted. Even if you have a well-established plant, as soon as you take it out of the pot and you disturb those roots and put it in the ground, if it's well established, it generally will recover, but it doesn't like it. Most seed places recommend that you do sow it direct and where you want it, because for that very reason, and that's where this method comes into its own. Things like the peas and that, you know, they grow anywhere, and to us this is just convenience. But it's much better with things like coriander, because it just means, and again, you see the root system on that. You know, even though they're tiny little plants, they're pushing their way through that toilet paper. But it means that you can plant that entire thing with the utmost success. Again, you see, it's just, it's a marvelous system. It really is. So, these are currently on our light stand. They'll stay there for a little bit longer. The peas, both the snow peas and the sugar snaps, will be ready to go in the ground before the herbs. The herbs will need a bit more coming on. But I would imagine in about a week's time, I'll come back in a week and show you where we're up to then, but I reckon another week or so. And yeah, it'll be all ready for us planting these directly, or the peas directly in the ground. Okay, so we might come back next week and I'll show you that. And you never know, we might decide to plant some more of something else. Wait and see. So join me for that next week. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and give us a huge thumbs up. Share us on social media. And thank you for joining us. So until we see you next time, it's goodbye from Hilltop Farm. See ya!